I want to hear your quick QB prospect rankings
Rankings?
because we haven't talked since pro
Yeah.
days and since the combine, and I'm getting some vibes from some other play like some QBs that I don't really like.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I've watched way more film now, but I'm me, so I don't like have a football brain. So like I watch
Right.
film, I don't really know what it means because they're both really good, you
Mm.
know. But so I watch other guys talk. Um, they're both for me right now. It's Caleb one, obviously. For me, if you're like Caleb's gonna be bad, I immediately stop listening to you. It's like the
Somehow
only way.
he's undervalued, underhyped.
Yeah, I don't understand. And everyone's like hates everyone hates him, and it's like
I know.
I don't like he's like Aaron Rodgersy, but it's like guess what? If you ask the Bears like, hey, you're gonna get Aaron Rodgers, they'd be totally fucking fine. Like so, whatever. Caleb definitely a one. I for right now I have Drake at two over Jaden,
Me too.
and they both have things I don't love. Jaden is explosive as hell, takes care of the ball, like the no interceptions thing, but he gets sacked a lot. And maybe I'm just fresh off the Patriots documentary, and I'm like, that's a huge red flag in quarterbacks
Right.
if you take sacks. And
I'm gonna toss something out there with Jaden Daniels.
yep,
If I told you Jaden Daniels was Justin Fields, what would you say? It was just if I was like his QB ceiling, not ceiling, but like he will play like a Justin Fields. Would you be like, sign me up? I want that.
I would be like, that's not crazy at all. I wouldn't love
It's
that.
right.
It's not one, it's not crazy. Two, I wouldn't love that because I mean, it hasn't worked with Fields. I
He's
think
given me major Justin Fields vibes lately.
the problem, and I don't know. I know Jaden's numbers off the top of my head. They're insane. I'm pretty sure Fields' numbers were probably pretty similar to his.
Right.
So it's like, oh, is Jaden Daniels that much better of a processor than Justin Fields? Like, I think so, but I don't really know because they both played in like loaded college teams, right?
Yeah,
Um,
the 2024 Patriots will have a worse wide receiver room than this previous LSU wide receiver room.
like just worse, just straight up worse, like
Straight
worse in
up.
terms of
Yeah.
right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they'll have two NFL wide receivers in
Yeah.
LSU.
And we have zero.
We have zero. We have actually zero. Um, and again, I think he's great. I think he's really dynamic on the ground. So like that's cool. But then I look at Drake May, and his red flags don't bother me as much. Where it's like taking care of the ball. It's like all right, Mahomes had interception issues in college. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And like Drake May is a cannon of an arm. Like so did Mahomes.
Yep.
Drake May plays like it's backyard football sometimes. It's like, yeah, guess what? Like so did guys like Patrick Mahomes and not really Justin Herbert, but a little bit. He's massive. He's a huge frame. That's huge.
He
He
also
he
can run the
plays,
ball.
he can run the ball. He's like a little bit of like a Josh Allen light in terms of not
Yeah.
quite as big and dominant, but like a poor man's version of that. And he's pretty
Yeah.
shifty. And you have a way worse team. He had Quez Des Watkins. He was like pretty okay.
Quez Watkins. Yeah, Quez
But
Watkins.
yeah, as his wide receiver, who's like fine for a year, I think, but like far inferior to LSU. And his numbers obviously weren't as good as Jaden Daniels, but like you still watch him play, he was in bowl games. Um, Also, the aura that I get with Drake May, which is totally a like non-football guy thing, but I'm just like I hear the way people talk about Drake May, and it's like, yeah, I'd run through a wall for this guy. Like this guy's just the fucking boy. Like
Yeah.
he's just a beast. And I'm like, kind of love that. Kind of love that. He
I love
also
that
does like
too.
Jake Daniels played in Arizona State and then LSU, and then this was proven to be not true, but there was rumblings about him not wanting to play in the cold weather. He denounced that, but like he doesn't feel like New England at all. Where Drake
No.
May feels very much like a cold weather quarterback. So that's where I'm
Yeah.
at.
I will say he does sometimes I'll see a picture or two of him and he looks really stupid, like kind of dumb.
Yeah, yeah,
Which maybe it's the haircut or something, but that
it
does
is.
worry me because like if you look dumb and you play bad football, it just makes it way worse.
Mm-hmm.
So you could
Mm-hmm.
have a good season, but a couple bad games and you just look like a stupid person. It's not great.
He's like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
true. Mac Jones
I
had a
think
little bit of
yeah. The only other thing about him that people don't like, casuals like me would say, is that like we've had back to back UNC quarterbacks that stink.
I know, but I know I'm the same way. Like I said that about the Commanders. It's like would they really take another UNC quarterback? But it's like they're actually so fucking different. Like all of them.
They're way different, and they're obviously not just going to base their decision off that, but that is probably why a lot of Twitter haters like me would denounce Drake
Yeah.
May. And then 4,
What's
you have
up?
JJ McCarthy, I assume.
Yeah, before I have JJ, who I really like, but like he's so situation dependent. Like, which of course everyone is, but like
Right.
if you put him in a bad situation, it's over. Like it's over. There's no hope. But if you put him in a good situation, I'm like, oh, there's a chance this kid could be like really solid. And then same
I
with Bo
saw him.
Nix, just to a lesser extent.
What's up? Bo Nix, what?
Like, Bo Nix, same idea, just like less upside.
I saw a video of JJ McCarthy doing like the fake handoff to his like opposite side. What do you call that? Like when you go to where you're,
I
when
don't
you
know.
roll out to your like strong arm, you
I
can
know
throw
what
that
you're
way. But
saying. Like you're off.
you
Like yeah, I don't know. Like
your offhand,
off
he
balance.
rolled out to his offside or whatever,
Yeah,
and threw like a 70-yard dot at his pro day, and it was the same exact video of the
Wilson.
Zach Wilson thing. So that irks me a little bit, which is like a stupid thing in my brain. I was just talking about how the UNC smell is like not real, and now this Zach Wilson thing. But that's because I'm a stupid person.
Well, I mean, it's fair. Like it just happened, and it's like, yeah, JJ's just going out there and doing what he was told to do. He's just going to go make throws. But it's
Right.
like,
JJ would be
maybe,
awesome. Like JJ would probably win a Super Bowl if he played with Bill Belichick for 20 years. But I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know where we're at now.
In,
I don't
in
know if
terms of aura, JJ might be number one in this class for me. And
yeah. I thought
you
some
know,
people think he's kind of corny, I think.
yeah, no, but I'm in on it right now. Just because the other guys don't really have much, like Jay.
But you
So
kind
and
of
Caleb,
you always like the corny stuff though in sports.
oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Just give me something. Give me something.
All right.
So that's where I'm at quarter.
I got a quick quote from Elliot. No, not from Elliot Wolf. From Dan Orlovsky, and then we'll move off the Patriots.
Perfect.
Let me find it here. Okay, this is why Dan Orlovsky thinks we're going to trade the pick. Elliot Wolf was in Green Bay when they took Aaron Rodgers. He was in Cleveland when they took Baker. He was in New England when they took Mac. He knows what happens when you take a QB with a bad roster around them, and basically saying why they're going to trade back, take whoever, not draft the quarterback now, which is fair. Trauma is a real thing for Elliot Wolf, probably. But again, I'm fine with trading back. This is my take. I'm fine with trading back. Like if you're not committed to drafting one of these top 3 guys, I'm fine with it. But you got to have a plan. And
Please.
obviously they will because they're a football organization. That's all they do.
Right.
Make plans.
Yeah.
But like
Right.
you really got to sell me on this plan. You can't just do it and not announce anything. You got to be like, we are gonna take a quarterback next year, and I'd be like, it's a stupid idea, but at least we have this plan. If
Yeah.
if they just like trade back because they're scared of a quarterback being on a team with nothing around them, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm out.
I'm
Or if it's
trading
like we
back
just
thing.
trade back and draft like a cornerback or something, I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah. If we trade back and take like that offensive tackle from Penn State at like 12, I'd be like, I mean, what's the point?
yeah, really though?
What's
Like,
the
are
point?
we okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, like yeah.
I
So
get
yeah,
it.
it'd have to be like hey, we just knew Marv was gonna be the best player in the draft, so we were just gonna
We
take
knew
him.
Marv was going to be
And
good,
just
and we're going to like trade for a quarterback next
yeah,
year. I'd be like,
and we
all
got we
right.
got Michael Penix, and we're interested to see what he can do. And it's
And we're
like,
rolling
all
with
right,
Jacoby Brissett to start the year. I'd be
yeah,
like, all right, fine.